back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. We got Henry Ruggs is coming back. Now, I understand what he did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. You know what I'm saying? RIP to Tina Turner and her dog. But him, like Henry Ruggs, the player, not the person, I feel like, bro, he still has a lot left in the tank, bro. You know what I'm saying? His first couple years in the league, he was putting up really good numbers before he, you know what I'm saying, did something stupid, getting behind the wheel drunk, you know what I'm saying, with his girl and shit. But 4.2 speed, you sitting there, you sitting here telling me if Henry Ruggs gets out of jail one day, and you know what I'm saying, I think he's gonna be around like 26, 27. He's still probably in NFL ready shape too, bro. So you telling me you not gonna give him a chance? Everybody deserves a second chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? No matter how dumb and how stupid the situation was with him, you know what I'm saying, doing what he did, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it was definitely stupid. You know what I'm saying? All that could have been prevented if he would have called an Uber, you know what I'm saying, or one of his friends to drive him home. But he did something stupid, ended up paying the price for it, and God is going to end up giving him a second chance, bro. And I feel like a lot of teams are going to be willing to give him a second chance as well. Whether, you know what I'm saying, give him a 1-year deal, 2-year deal, whatever, bro. You can't teach 4.2 speed. And whenever he does come back, bro, a team gonna get a gym with him, bro. I'm telling you right now, gang. Let's go ahead and check this out.
Former Raider Henry Ruggs will spend 3 to 10 years behind bars for his role in a deadly DUI crash that killed 23-year-old Tina Tintor
R.I.P. to both of them, man.
2021.
Former Raiders player Damon Arnett has been indicted by a grand jury for
we ain't gonna talk about this nigga, bro. Oh my gosh. That nigga had numerous chances.
After 1.5 years due to him causing a deadly DUI crash that tragically took the life of one woman and her dog. But fast forward to 2025 and there's a chance he'll play in the NFL again, and sooner than you might think. Will Henry Ruggs ever play in the NFL again? Is he even capable of it? Why do the Las Vegas Raiders consistently draft players with off the field issues? But more importantly, how soon will we see
surprised they ain't draft Jalen Carter
football field again? Before we get to the content, this video is sponsored. We've been incredible.
All right, bro. You know, you skipping right over that, Gango. Let's go.
Yes, that's right. In the 2020 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders took Alabama wide receiver Henry Ruggs
Roll Tide
and Ohio State cornerback Damon Arnett 19th overall. Keep in mind that
nigga looked old as shit in college. Oh my gosh, that nigga like he was pushing 30, man.
Damon Arnett 19th overall. Keep in mind they took these guys over other players like Tristan Wirfs, AJ Terrell, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, and Brandon Ayuk. I don't think this has anything to do with the fact that they couldn't visit with these players either. Historically, the Las Vegas Raiders have been terrible at drafting, and you're about to find out just how bad. With any amount of digging, it should have been pretty obvious that the Raiders should have taken anybody else over.
Y'all think Tyree Wilson gonna be a bust, bro?
Ruggs, I can't really blame the Raiders
trending towards that, I'm not gonna lie.
Character, because before the NFL draft, if you talk to anybody around Ruggs or his family, they'd tell you the same thing. He was a nice family man who just wanted to play football, and he was the fastest wide receiver in the draft.
2.7, like, bro.
Al Davis type of pick. So it's no surprise that Mark Davis valued Henry Ruggs' athleticism. As for Damon Arnett, that's an entirely different story.
Damon Arnett, little football player that played for the Raiders that got kicked off trying to shoot someone or something.
Oh yeah.
When I went to the bathroom, stole my bust down Cartier watch, took my other phone and Zelled them all my money out of my account.
Damn, nigga.
Him and his friends leaving my house. Come to find out, he does that to bitches and did it to me.
Look, if the Raiders couldn't find out or just talking to people on Ohio State's campus that
where's this nigga at now? Is he locked up or?
Then I'm at a loss for
I wouldn't be surprised he locked up. I'm keeping it a buck.
The Raiders considered Damon Arnett.
I know he's not in the league.
Pick a guy you could build a culture around, unless you want to build a culture of robbing women,
bro,
and threatening people with
this clip right here, bro. I think somebody was trolling him saying they was gonna pull up to his crib or some shit, and then he sent this video to them. That nigga a crash out, bro. The definition of crash out, my nigga.
His pick. But to elaborate on threatening people with weapons, Damon Arnett was caught sending a video to a disgruntled fan, pointing weapons at the camera and telling him to come find him. Sending a video to a disgruntled fan, pointing weapons at the camera.
What the fuck is this shit? I ain't gonna lie, this shit probably illegal. I'm gonna keep it a buck, my nigga. Damn.
For those of you guys that haven't seen the video, this is what it is.
5 minutes away. Pull up, lame ass nigga. I swear to God, I will kill you, nigga.
On God, it's crazy.
Everything I love, I will kill you, nigga. You talking crazy.
It didn't take very long after this video for the Las
gosh.
Vegas Raiders to cut him. Plus, let's be serious for a second. Damon Arnette wasn't even good at football. Arnette played in only 13 games through 2 seasons and only started 7 of those games. Plus, according to Pro Football Reference, in his rookie season of 2020, Arnette allowed a nearly 80% completion percentage
God
when
damn.
targeting him. He was holding a strap off the field. When
And what's crazy is, bro, he got another chance with Miami, and then he got another chance with the Chiefs. If you can't win and ball out with the Chiefs, bro, football ain't for you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Under the tutelage of Andy Reid, and you can't do shit. It's about time for you to go work at, you know what I'm saying, Canes and shit, my nigga. Because football is not for you,
when
gang.
Arnette was indicted by a grand jury for assault with a deadly weapon, it was kind of expected. But he would still get multiple
This nigga
chances
goofy,
in the
boy.
NFL. Afterwards, he was signed by the
Goofy.
Kansas City Chiefs, but would get released very shortly after because he got arrested again. The craziest thing to me, though, has to be the fact that Damon Arnette told the media that he was planning on meeting with the Dallas Cowboys, but after Dallas caught wind of this, they had to make it clear that they had no intentions of meeting with him, and someone lied to him. From the very beginning, Damon Arnett's career was a mess, but that's not the case for Henry Ruggs. In fact, you could say what he did came as a total surprise to the Las Vegas Raiders and the NFL world. When Henry Ruggs was at Alabama, everybody thought he was a consummate professional, a guy who one day would become one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, while also keeping his head down and staying out
He was
of
trending
trouble.
towards
Here's what
that.
his own teammate Josh Jacobs, who played with him at Alabama and even with the Raiders, had to say.
He's a good kid. He's never been in trouble. I've never seen him do nothing crazy. Like, he was just one of them guys that had a very, very unfortunate situation and something happened, a decision that he made.
Very
Man, he ain't
unfortunate.
somebody that you would look at and be like, bro, you deserve this to happen to you.
So for those reasons, when Henry Ruggs was arrested after causing a crash that ended the life of Tina Tinter and her dog, people were shocked. When the details came out about the entire situation, people understood why the state of Las Vegas was trying to make an example out of him. According to the police report, Henry Ruggs was going nearly 160 miles per hour at the moment of the crash. Additionally, his blood alcohol level was double the legal limit in Las Vegas. But let's keep one thing in mind. His BAC was taken hours after the crash at the police station with the blood test, meaning it was likely even higher when the crash took place. Ruggs was reportedly racing with friends during the time of this event, but when the situation was all said and done, Henry Ruggs was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison. But since then, we've learned he's eligible to get out of prison in 2026. Since that moment, Henry Ruggs has been forgotten, and his story has lived on as a tale for athletes to just call an Uber. That is until now, because according to Josh Jacobs, the same man who spent so much time with Henry Ruggs, NFL teams are interested in signing him.
He's training, they got him,
See?
let him train and things like that. So I'm like, you come out, man, I don't know if you will get a chance. I've been talking to some people for him, like they've been saying that a couple of teams is willing to give him a chance.
You heard that correctly. According to friend and former teammate Josh Jacobs, not only is Henry Ruggs working out in prison in hopes of an NFL comeback, there are even teams reportedly interested in giving Henry Ruggs an opportunity.
As he should. Like, bro, the whole situation was so unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? I get that. I understand that. But the potential of Henry Ruggs is just too good to pass up on, bro. A true deep threat with game-breaking speed. Great one with the ball in his hands, bro. Like, how can you pass up on that? You know what I'm saying? But just do not let the Chiefs get him. Out of all teams, the Chiefs, if the Dolphins somehow get a hand on this nigga, bro, it's going to be looking serious. I'm going to keep it a buck, bro. But as long as the Chiefs don't get him, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a team like, the Panthers, even though they receiving core is looking pretty good right now, the Saints, they definitely need another, you know what I'm saying, option at receiver. Any team that needs a top receiver, bro, call up Henry Ruggs. Real shit. But like, man, he's gonna end up making his way back into the NFL, bro. 2026 might be a you know what I'm saying, wake up call for this nigga, bro. Real shit.
Teams usually want to move on and find another replacement level player who brings no bad PR. But in this situation, I think teams may believe that Henry Ruggs has what it takes to be a star level player in the NFL, even after multiple years in prison. Let's just take a look at Ruggs' career. In his rookie season, he struggled early on, but popped off late in the season. In late October,
That nigga was
Ruggs
catching
hauled
some
in over
crazy
150
bombs from Derek
yards
Carr,
and a
bro.
touchdown
Like that
against
Jets
the
game.
Kansas City
Oh
Chiefs,
my
all in
gosh.
just 2 receptions. Then in December, he pulled in
Yep,
86
right here.
yards and another touchdown, this time on just
That was a
Not even
game
better
winner
than
too.
this season, as in just 7 games he pulled in nearly 500 yards. Most notably, he had over 110 yards and a score against the Pittsburgh Steelers. This of course all happened before November when Ruggs was arrested. Basically, the point I'm trying to make is that Henry Ruggs was good and had potential prior to the incident, and it seems like NFL teams want to see if he's capable of replicating those numbers after he's out of prison. So that leads us to an even more important question. When will Henry Ruggs actually be released from prison? Well, according to his sentencing,
My
he'll be
nigga
out of
Kenyon
prison
Drake.
by 2027 at the
Ravens
latest.
legend.
But if he has good behavior and his lawyer makes a strong case for him, he could be out on parole as soon as August of 2026. Do you see why that's
Right
important?
before the
Not
NFL
only
season.
Is August the month before the start of NFL season? It's the month that teams start to sign players to their practice squad after people get injured.
That
in
would be
training camp
incredible
and
timing, my
preseason.
nigga.
This would literally be the perfect opportunity for Henry Ruggs. Plus, if it is true that he's been training all this time, he won't need very long to get into playing shape. But now that we've answered all of those easy questions, it's time for the final and most difficult question of them all. Even if all of this is true, should Henry Ruggs ever play football again? This question is
I think he
interesting
should.
because if we are being honest, there are worse people playing professional sports. The NBA, NFL,
Yeah,
and MLB
you've got
all
niggas who have murdered people in GTA. You know what I'm saying? In GTA that have played football, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like actually like did it on purpose, not on accident, on purpose. You know what I'm saying? We've got so many crazy, you know what I'm saying, things happen with Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? His whole situation, which he was found innocent. You know what I'm saying? I guess. But we've had way worse things happen in the NFL, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even though the whole situation was unfortunate, I feel like he deserves a second chance, bro. Everybody deserves a second chance. You know what I'm saying? Well, Damon Arnett, he's had second and third chances and still failed. But Henry Ruggs is deep down is a good guy. You know what I'm saying? He just made a dumb mistake. So I feel like whatever team gets him, bro, I think he's going to ball out whenever he does end up coming back in the NFL, bro. 100%.
multiple players who have done the same crimes, if not even worse. The only difference is those
Child
players
abuse is
never
crazy,
got punished
though.
for it. There are 2 opinions on this dilemma, and I'm going to represent both sides without picking one myself. First, there are people who believe he should have an opportunity to play again because he served his time, hopefully changed as a person, and has paid his debt to society. And since he's done all of those things, which is more than what other athletes have done, people believe that he deserves a second chance. That is the first perspective. The second perspective believes that he shouldn't play football ever again because of the heinous act he committed. Other athletes have
It's
done terrible
understandable,
things, but
though.
just
Like,
because that's true, doesn't
especially
mean
if it's
that
coming from
someone
like
should get a
Tina Turner's family, bro. It's understandable that you know what I'm saying, they want the worst for the nigga. But at the same time, bro, you know, as a young players make stupid mistakes. You know what I'm saying? We've had so many incidents where young athletes crash and injure and kill people. You know what I'm saying? Take Georgia's whole university for instance, bro. We've been hearing so many Georgia players crashing into, you know what I'm saying, houses and other cars and stuff like that, injuring people. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this before. But like, you know, we're young, you know what I'm saying, that they're bound to make mistakes, you know what I'm saying, especially when they start making all this money and shit like that. So I feel like they deserve a second chance, bro. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? I know other people think differently, but that's just what I think, bro. I think he deserves a second chance.
Out as an example. Personally, I understand both sides, but I honestly think it's too complex to pick one side. But what will be interesting is seeing what NFL teams decide. For example, let's just say the Kansas City Chiefs are fighting for their division late in the season, and after multiple injuries, they turn to Henry Ruggs to fill the receiver position. Is it worth the backlash you're going to get?
You heard what I said earlier, right?
Do something like that.
Do not let this shit happen. Please, for the love of God.
Reid has shied from in the past. Remember, during his time with the Philadelphia Eagles, Andy Reid gave an opportunity to Michael Vick after he was released from prison after his dogfighting scandal.
Yeah, we ain't even talk about Vick.
Brilliantly. Michael Vick,
He ain't kill nobody though. He ain't kill nobody.
as
So
the quarterback
that's a whole different
and
situation.
even won NFL Comeback Player of the Year in 2010, along with the Pro Bowl. So this will be an interesting storyline that we'll have to follow during the 2026 season. But for now, all we can do is wait and see what happens with Henry Ruggs. We'll interest in him build as we get closer to his parole date. rate? Will teams just ignore him entirely? If he's even given a chance, will he still be good enough to play in the NFL? This is what we'll focus on. But for now, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think Henry Ruggs should get a second chance, or should he never play football again? I'd like to hear what you have to say. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.
Hey, man, I want to know what you guys think, bro. Should he get another chance? You know what I'm saying? Or should he just never play football again, bro? Y'all heard my side. You know what I'm saying? I really do think he deserves a second chance. You know what I'm saying? But if he makes another stupid mistake like that again, then he should just wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. But I feel like he's learned, you know what I'm saying, from his mistakes, you know what I'm saying, or his mistake. You know what I'm saying? Drinking and driving, you know what I'm saying? Drinking and driving is never good, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's never good. And he saw what happened. I don't think he's gonna ever do that again. You know what I'm saying? And next time, bro, surround yourself with people that are gonna take your keys away from you, gang, and not allow you to drive. Like, real shit, bro. Cause his friends and the girl that he was with, bro, why didn't you drive instead of him driving? You were in the passenger seat. Why the fuck didn't you take his keys, you know what I'm saying, away from him or whatever and drive? Like, bro, like, that's what I don't understand, gang. But I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Y'all let me know what other NFL videos I'm going to react to. Without further ado, I'm out.
I'ma make them feel me, make them people when they chow me. And if you don't know me, I'ma make sure that you know me. I hate to say it, but I really think I'm broke. But I know I'm chosen, I really know I'm chosen. I know I'm chosen. I was just lost a year ago, but now I'm focused. When good at sports, this microphone can be my trophy. Not taking drugs, I found a better way of coping.